Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and you're watching today's legal news, where we apprise you with the recent important legal developments across the country. Here are the headlines. Shiv Sena dispute over logo to be heard after the Article 370 abrogation case. Supreme Court refuses urgent hearing. Supreme Court directed CBI not to interact with victims of the Manipur Sexual Assault incident until hearing. Advocates Amendment Bill of 2023 introduced in the Parliament. Lok Sabha adjourned amid protests over Manipur violence. Cinematograph Amendment Bill passed. Rohini Commission submits report to President Murmu. Now let's take a detailed look at the headlines. The Supreme Court today said that the ongoing dispute over the logo of the Shiv Sena will be listed after the case challenging the abrogation of Article 370 has been dealt with. A bench of the CJI D.Y. Chandrachud and Justices J.B. Pardiwala and Manoj Mishra were approached by Advocate Amit Anand Tiwari, representing the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra Uddhav Thackeray, requesting an early hearing of the case. The bench, however, said that this cannot be decided in 2 minutes. Let Article 370 get over. We will list it. The case relating to the Article 370 is set for hearing from tomorrow onwards. The present case filed by Uddhav Thackeray relates to the allotment of the Shiv Sena name and the bow and arrow symbol of election to the Eknath Shinde faction by the Election Commission of India, after the split between Shinde and Thackeray. The same is being challenged now by the Thackeray faction. The Supreme Court today directed the Central Bureau of Investigation to not interact or proceed to record the statements of the 2 victims of the Manipur Sexual Assault case, who were paraded naked. The bench of the Supreme Court, comprising the CJI D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice J.B. Pardiwala and Justice Manoj Mishra, heard a batch of petitions today on the ongoing issues in Manipur. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta appeared for the centre and the Manipur government and said that he was not aware of any interaction between the victims and the investigation agency, and on being directed by the court, said that he will convey that the CBI shall not record the statements of the victims before the case is heard by the apex court. Yesterday, the top court described the incident, the video of which had gone viral, as horrendous and posed questions about the delay in filing of FIR, while also indicating the setting up of a committee of retired judges or an SIT to oversee the probe in the matter. The Union Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal introduced the Advocates Amendment Bill of 2023 in the Parliament during the ongoing monsoon session. The bill was introduced in Rajya Sabha and will amend several obsolete provisions of the Advocates Act of 1961. The move comes after the Law Commission of India's 249th report, titled Obsolete Laws Warranting Immediate Repeal, second interim report. The report also recommends repealing the outdated provisions of the Legal Practitioners Act of 1879 and the Advocates Act of 1961 accordingly. A new section 45A has also been introduced to make the act of tout punishable, which means that any person who, in consideration of remuneration from an advocate or from any party, proposes or procures an advocate for their services. Section 45A deals with the power to frame and publish lists of touts and empowers judicial authorities to create and update the list of individuals acting as touts. It also outlines the penalties for engaging in such activities. The Lok Sabha was adjourned yesterday, following the opposition's protest over the ongoing violence in the state of Manipur. However, the Cinematograph Amendment Bill of 2023 was introduced in the Lok Sabha. It has already been passed in the Rajya Sabha. The bill introduces 3 age-based certifications under the UA category, namely UA 7+, UA 13+, and UA 16+. It also empowers the Central Board of Film Certification to sanction a film with a separate certificate for its exhibition on television and other media. The bill also seeks to punish more strictly the offence of film piracy by providing up to 3 years imprisonment and a fine of up to 5% of the production cost of a film against persons making pirated copies. Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur said that the film industry is facing a loss of Rs 20 crores annually due to piracy. Film piracy is like cancer and this bill will try to root it out. He further said that the certificates issued by the CBFC are valid for only 10 years at present, but will be valid perpetually after the bill becomes a law. The Rohini Commission, constituted to examine the subcategorization of the other backward classes, submitted its report to President Murmu. The commission was constituted in 2017 with Justice G. Rohini as its chairperson and was entrusted with the task to study the various entries in the central list of OBCs. It was also tasked to recommend corrections with regards to any repetitions, ambiguities, errors or inconsistencies, and examining the extent of inequitable distribution of benefits of reservation among the OBCs. The Commission submitted its report after 13 extensions, as had been said in a statement by the Ministry of Social Justice. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum. And subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android to keep yourself updated with authentic legal news.